Sorry for the wind noise, guys, but there is our 68 RFE. Dropped something over there, but man, she looks good. Nice and pretty and clean. Now we just got to get her off this pallet and into the garage. I'm going to show you the inside here, that billet shaft. We'll go over the full details of the build in a little bit. Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys just saw in a little time lapse, we had getting the transmission off the truck. My back has been killing me ever since I did that, but kind of a one-man show, so I had to get it taken care of. But what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you guys the parts, everything that came with the kit, a little bit of an unboxing, and just kind of set it up and show you everything that we got with this transmission. Here's Cooper, he's out here helping us, huh bud? We got everything going here. But yeah, let's go over the details of the actual Revmax 850 transmission itself. All right guys, here's everything I ordered. So we have the Revmax 850 transmission, we have the billet triple disc torque converter, the thermal bypass, and the billet flex plate. And last but not least, this did not come from Revmax, but this is a Dorman replacement transmission cooler. The reason I decided to get that was because if I'm putting a brand new transmission in here, I am not taking a chance of contaminating fluids with my old transmission to the new transmission. So I'm gonna clean out the lines. I got some cooler clean for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw in this new transmission cooler. They say when you're doing a transmission, you need to hot flush the system. My 48RE, I did not. I flushed it really good with transmission fluid, and I pushed everything out of there with air. This one I wanted to take it a little extra step closer because this is my daily driver, and I just wanted to get this cooler brand new, clean, no contaminants. If you don't have the opportunity to buy a new cooler, you could probably take it to a transmission shop and get them to hot flush it for you. All right, so everything we have inside of that transmission, we have a Revmax billet steel inner input clutch housing, the billet Pro Mod low reverse roller clutch sprag assembly, and you guys will see that popped up on the screen. I'm just kind of reading through this. We have our signature 850 anodized outer billet input clutch housing. I'll show you guys that. Here's a picture of it. Thing is pretty. It looks like a work of art. Our billet direct oiling input shaft, our 301 piece forged billet overdrive clutch hub and shaft assembly. Obviously we got the billet flex plate as I just showed you guys. The center support for the fourth clutch housing with 5 clutches. Billet valve body, they took my old valve body and they reconditioned it to the newest version that they have. Leak-free bonded separator plate, stage 5 billet triple disc converter, 5 clutches, second clutch with GPZ clutches and choline steels, the custom machine pressure plate, billet second clutch piston assembly, 5 clutch, 4 clutch pack with GPZ clutches, billet second clutch piston assembly, billet fourth clutch piston assembly, high energy low reverse clutches, high energy reverse clutches, Revmax high pressure pump. That thing's pretty too. I'll show that up on the screen real quick. Revmax high pressure valve body, as we already talked about. I got a brand new solenoid pack, custom calibrated Revmax performance valve body, fully tested. We talked about that already. A brand new deep pan that holds an extra 4.5 quarts. The billet filter screw, if you guys didn't know, looks like a little oil filter in there. The stock one comes with a plastic one, and our 2-year unlimited mileage warranty. So that's everything that is in there. Revmax 850, that's the top of the line transmission that they make. But I'm excited to get this thing in. So you guys stay tuned. In our next video, we're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy installed. We'll do a test drive with everything and go from there. The last thing I wanted to show you guys, here is our single point failure of that transmission. Just going over a bump and she snapped right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the splines are kind of rolled. This is the part that was stuck in the torque converter. You can kind of see they're kind of splintered and everything. This is the only thing that was broken inside of my transmission. So usually when you blow an input shaft or break an input shaft, it happens to mess up the oil pump and everything like that, because it all just kind of eats itself up and, you know, wobbling around in there, I guess you could say. There's probably better terminology for it, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that was our single point failure for this transmission. Thank God I didn't have anything else go wrong. If you do in the future, if you guys do have something like this go wrong, that is actually, you know, the core prices actually start to come down because those parts aren't reusable. So I guess core return refund. So I was lucky enough, like I said, when it happened, there was no clunking, there was no sounds, it just had neutrals. So no check engine lights. It was just an anomaly, I guess. But yeah, that's how it broke. It was a clean break. Guys, this is it once again. Just wanted to give you guys one last look, get a little closer on this transmission. These things they look very, very good. So nice paint job on the outside. I'm not opening up. These things are way too complicated for me, and I just don't have the time. But here's the badging of it. Everything on this side, I just wanted to show you so you guys can get a closer look. And then last but not least, I have one thing that I did buy. This is an Amazon purchase. Your wire harness on your transmission is actually stuck into some of the holes. So I decided to go ahead and get some of these zip ties. They have the Christmas tree-like things, and then it can zip tie right in there. But those are usually attached to the transmission in these ports right here, and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to replace all that stuff so it's nice and clean install, and there's like, it's not just that wire harness dangling around beaten up and then chafing on, you know, whatever parts that can get in the way. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned. The transmission install is coming very soon. As soon as I can get the time, I'm probably going to try to start this weekend. But other than that, that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed this upload. Until then, we'll see you guys on the next upload. Have a good one.